one of the most appropriate places to be on Memorial Day. Any Memorial Day, any year. Memorial Day may be a time for getting together with families and having picnics, as is the 4th of July. But Memorial Day is very specific and dedicated to those who served our country and who have died in battle. So it is appropriate that not only I have come to honor the dead who have fought for freedom in America for the past 232 years, but it is also appropriate that across America and around the world, people are honoring the American soldiers who fought for freedom and unfortunately died. But they gave their last measure of devotion. They gave all that they had and more for the country of the United States. It is therefore our duty now to guarantee those who remain and who live, we must guarantee that freedom remains in this country and that the rights of all people and the civil rights and that all people have a fair chance in the race of life. The men and women who have served our military for the last 230 years have always fought for freedom. Many have died. They fought for freedom. They fought for you, and they fought for me. And now we must honor them. We must thank them. We must appreciate them. But we must also honor them by continuing to fight, legally and peacefully, but continuing to fight, not only to keep America free from enemies who would harm us, but we must keep ourselves free from any laws that would take away our rights. We fight for freedom legally and peacefully. They fought veteran, terrible odds, who served in the military, and terrible dictatorships. Many of these flags also represent men. Thank you for your time. And women. Be back shortly. Who died during wartime. Hello, I'm with a wife of a hero of America, and I'd like you to tell us a little bit about your husband, his name, and what he did, and tell America about your husband, who was a hero.
Ben R. Nichols Sr., and he was born in Pittsburgh, and he was a hard worker man. He worked in the mills, served in World War II, and he was a resident of Wilkinsburg. And that's about it.
Well, let me ask you about his time in WW2. Now, most veterans do not tell their families about their time during war. Was your husband one who would tell about what happened?
Some of it, not all of it. You know, none of them don't tell you what really goes on, you know.
But how do you feel being married to
his son? His son was in the Marines 23 years.
Wow.
And he's retired. His son retired Marineman for 23 years.
And I see you have somebody with you. Maybe they'll get on camera and tell us a little bit about what it was like to, know a hero, an American hero. So is that all right if we put you on camera? All right. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Ben R. Nichols Sr. was my stepfather.
Okay.
I've known him all my life. He's raised me from the age of 5 till I got married. Like my mom said, he's a hardworking man, very generous. Always treated me as if I was his own daughter. Never treated me any different. A very hard worker.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, I'm doing this show to honor our heroes, but I want to always be honest with America. Now, back in the day in World War II, it wasn't always nice for all Americans, was it?
I'm sure it was.
You know what I'm getting at,
I
right?
know exactly.
So being that your husband was willing, I'm gonna go back to her. Your husband was willing to fight for America. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, he liked it for one thing. He enjoyed being in the army. He was in the army, and he would talk about it sometime. You know, different places where he was at. You know,
Right.
but he did like it. And my son did like the Marines too.
Okay. Well, I believe that anybody would like the Marines. I like the Marines. I can't go in the Marines because I have a medical condition, but I would like that. Well, in closing, what is the one thing that you would like to tell America about our veterans, both before and now, and what we need to keep in mind, and how do you feel about their heroics? I'd like to get a comment from both of you, if that's okay.
Well, it was necessary for them to serve in World War II. So what they did was very heroic. And like she said, my brother was in the Gulf War.
Wow.
He retired from the Marines, and I'm proud of both of them for serving their country.
Okay, and the young lady, any final
I'm
words?
proud of them both. My husband in the service and my son too. They both served because they wanted to,
Right.
and they enjoyed it.
And they're American heroes.
Yes.
Well, I will thank you for your interview, and I will be hopefully getting some more coverage later.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.